Good morning, YouTube. Just want to make this quick video. Hope y'all are having a great day. It's Tuesday, January the 12th, I believe. The one thing that I really wanted to focus on today was all the information out there. It's like information overload. I have I've seen a lot of videos talking about what happened on January the 6th at the Capitol. Excuse me, at the Capitol. And there's so much conflicting information about what happened. Were there agent provocateurs? Was it something that was grassroots, something organic, that it happened naturally, or was the movement infiltrated by Antifa or other NGOs or other groups just trying to disrupt what was trying to be accomplished or whatever? And there's also a lot of chatter throughout the nation from what I'm seeing as to what's going on with the president, with the sitting president, not with the one that got elected, but or the one that got put in there. What's going on. I heard yesterday, there was a day before yesterday, that they were preparing for martial law sometime during the week. I heard that Washington, D.C. is under martial law, or under emergency, like emergency status or something, under FEMA. And I remember back in March when Donald Trump had basically handed over the country, I guess under the control of FEMA, because it was a state of emergency. And so there was some confusion, or there was some questions as to, if he did that already, why is he doing that for Washington, D.C., But the thing is that Washington, D.C. really is not part of the United States. Or actually, let me rephrase that. The United States, as we know it, is not part of Washington, D.C. Actually, the only real land area that is the United States is Washington, D.C. That little area controls the rest of the country, and it has some U.S. possessions like Samoa, I believe maybe like Puerto Rico. I forgot. It's been a while. What they call the American possessions. So anyway, my children were watching. When I got home, I was kind of surprised because my son was watching a report on what had happened at the Capitol, and I believe it was on Hulu, but I can't remember which news outlet was the one doing the little. It was like almost like a little documentary, and I was trying to explain to him that nobody really knows what's going on, or what really happened, who are the actors involved. And I told him to be careful, but he knows, but I told him to be careful, because the media, the mainstream media, is gonna give you a point of view that is very slanted, and it might even be misinformation. They might even present something in such a way that that's not the way it happened. They're gonna try and set the narrative. And as much as I like to say that I know what's going on, or to a point, honestly, guys, I don't know anything that's going on. I really don't know. I can speculate. I can I can guess with the information that we're getting, but the one thing I know, especially also with all the censorship going on You got all these platforms, all these tech companies starting to exert their power and starting to show all the power that they have in silencing us. They can literally silence us. And these corporations, basically, these mega corporations, basically, are not running just the United States, but they're starting to run the world. And I don't think people understand how much power they have. And some people will, try to defend them. Then, well, it's their, it's the private company and it's their platform. But what y'all don't understand is that a lot of these platforms were developed using taxpayer money, research and development, and so right off the bat, you can see that we have the media, mainstream media. You got these big tech companies working together to silence people and to set this narrative so that the people that don't really research, they're not open-minded, they don't have no discernment, they're gonna follow what the media says. Y'all know this, y'all know what I'm talking about. They won't even bother to research themselves or at least have their own mind. And what happens when that happens is that, they like to say that we're a democracy, but really we're not a democracy. A democracy is nothing but mob rule. It's the tyranny. It's the tyranny of the minority by the majority. And so, guys, use y'all's discernment. And first of all, it doesn't matter the reason. Just keep prepping. We have a lot of things going on right now at the same time. We have our economy is in free fall. They're printing money like crazy. So every day our dollar just keeps getting losing value. I've been to the grocery store and the prices are the same. Nothing's changing. And I believe that might be because there's capital controls. Also, they're not allowing a lot of money out into the economy. There's a lot of little details that determine the inflation. And when I mean inflation, I'm talking about the price of goods. Not so much the money supply, because some people, when they when they talk about inflation, they talk about the money supply, and our money supply definitely is inflated. I mean, it's crazy. It's mind-boggling. But the price of goods is normally how a lot of people, when they talk about inflation, is they talk about the price of goods. Okay, so when I say inflation, I'm talking about the price of goods, everyday goods, food, water, etc., even power. So a lot of things going on at the same time, a lot of chaos. And when I mean chaos, I mean that there's so much information. We're being bombarded with so much information, so much conflicting information that you don't really know what to think. And so that's the giveaway. That's the giveaway that something's going on, and we know this. So prepare even harder. We of course will hope for the best, but this is not only a war on humanity, because it's a war on humanity, but it's a war. It's a spiritual war. And we have to be strong. We have to prepare ourselves physically with the things that we're going to need to survive everyday life. We need to prepare ourselves psychologically, prepare our minds, and we have to prepare ourselves spiritually, because it's it's definitely a spiritual war. And these people these men and women that are running this world and trying to grind us into the dust, they follow a darker power than we do, and it's very noticeable in the way everything's manifesting. So just want to tell you how to hang in there and just keep doing what you're doing. We know it doesn't matter the reason. We just keep prepping. I like to give the reasons because it helps us to know where we stand and that we're doing the right thing. Because sometimes we get lulled. At least I do sometimes. I got lulled after the spring, maybe around the summertime. Things kind of started like stabilizing a little bit. But moving forward, you can't get lulled into sleep or anything like that. I'm gonna leave a link below on a channel that I like to watch. I like to listen to, and they're very good at explaining what's going on. And I think I've mentioned it before, but the Atlantis Report is very good at explaining things that in a way that we can understand, and they put graphics on there, so as the guys talk, narration, so you can see the words, and it actually helps to visualize what's going on in a way, and maybe the light bulb will go off, but it gives you a look into what's going on in the road that we're on. So again, guys, also K Marie came out with a very good video yesterday on because of the power grid. I mean, there's so much stuff going on, right? On a lot of places we're without power around the world, and that happens every year. I mean, every year places go without power because of hurricanes, natural disasters, whatever, or just things break down. So, but we're not in normal times. We're not living in what you call regular times. So when these things happen, you pay a little bit more attention to them, and that's what I do. I mean, to me, it's they're a little bit more magnified because of the times we're living in. So she's talking about writing things down, getting them off of your computer and writing them down on your communications, phone numbers, email addresses, whatever. Write everything down. Recipes, things that are online, might be good to write them down, and that's what I do. I buy books, stuff like that, to have them on hand. But anyway, I'll leave a link below for the Atlantis Report, and y'all have a great day, guys. It's kind of cold out here right now in South Texas, so kind of got stuck to the covers. I didn't want to get out. I didn't want to get up, but y'all have a great day, guys. Y'all take care of each other and love each other, because that's what we're here for. God bless.